That Naperville Central hockey team has a bit of a different flavor this year. The Redhawks have 4 former Naperville North Huskies on the squad this season, a situation made necessary by lack of numbers in the Husky program. Our own Zach Groth has that story.
The varsity hockey program at Naperville North is currently shut down. The Huskies' senior-loaded squad made it to the round of 8 in last year's state playoffs, but this season the program didn't have enough players to field a team. North Hockey President Kevin Rank says he first realized this could be a major issue about 2 years ago.
We had, a large number of juniors and seniors, very few freshmen and sophomores. So last year we graduated 14 seniors and we just didn't have the players coming up after them.
Rank says North was willing to field a combined varsity team and says a split team with Metea Valley would have been a good fit. But Metea isn't in the same school district as Naperville North, and AHAI hockey had issues with that. That's
what hurt us was Central had the numbers, so they had no interest in combining. They were the only other school in our district. And the AHI High School Committee, wasn't willing to combine us with a team that was further away.
Only 2 juniors and 1 senior were in the mix as the team prepared for the 2013-14 campaign, part of 13 total players who showed up to tryouts. The team decided if they could keep a roster of at least 12, Husky hockey would continue this season.
For a little while, we thought we were going to have enough players to field a team, so we made plans to go ahead and do that, and we even had a couple of tryouts.
As players looked at their options, there were a few second-year bantams who made AA club teams, and they wanted to finish out their club, career, so to speak. So we lost those players. We were down to 8 players that were committed to the program, and we just obviously couldn't field a team with 8.
All 8 of those players are still playing hockey somewhere, and half of them stayed within the school district. 4 North players are donning red and white jerseys this season and playing on a joint junior varsity team run through Naperville Central. This is the 2nd straight year the 2 schools have shared a junior varsity team.
It is kind of strange at first, telling everybody you play for North Hockey, but you're really on the Central team. So it is interesting.
The North players express a great deal of gratitude for the opportunity to keep playing high school hockey during their varsity team's shutdown.
I was a little worried when I heard they got canceled because I'm like, where am I going to go? I looked at some other club team stuff, but then I found out that they were merging with Central. And so I decided to give that a try, and I really like it so far.
The current state of Husky hockey is obviously not ideal, but the team leadership remains cautiously optimistic that they will feature a varsity team next season.
The numbers coming in look pretty good. We'll be young, but it's not so much what kind of team we put in. As long as we get back in the league and get it going again, that's the most important part.
We're talking to people. We're trying to figure out who's really interested, and we think we have those numbers. But until tryouts, you really don't know. Until they actually show up and go out on the ice, you don't know what numbers you're going to have.
Rang and Noonan say that over the next year, they need to keep circulating information out to prospective players and stress the fact that North Hockey plans on relaunching their varsity program. Zach Groth, Naperville Sports Weekly.